Oh my god!
Good luck.
Annie is nervous. She does not want to go in there. She's like, no, Mom, why you gotta make me move? I don't want to go anywhere. What are you doing? I'm nervous. Can't see our faces, but we're leaving out, finally. Emotions are high, but we're excited. Danny is not. Danny's not excited at all. So, we're on the road. Connor is currently driving. Danny is in the little thingy, probably hating everything. We had a bit of a fiasco earlier. We made our first stop after 2 hours, and I decided that I wanted to see if Danny had to pee. And so I took out the little crate and I put her little leash on her harness, and she was terrified. She was not really even getting up. Like, she was just, she did not want to get out of the crate. And so I like tried to get her out, and then I was about to like put her back in the car and start attaching things. And then she decided, you know what? Yeah, Mom, I'm gonna run away now. But the thing is, she didn't just like run out to the grass where we were. No, she kept going until it stopped, and like, you know, she was in the parking lot. She like looked back at me, and I was like, come on back. But I wasn't worried because you know, she's in a harness, it's fine. Then as Connor's coming back out with the ice, she is like standing in front of a car, and she somehow yanked her head out of the harness, and so she just had the back part on her belly, and I was like, grab her. She just got her head out, and then she starts getting up in a car and slides out of the harness.
Casually interrupting her story to say, we just crossed into Georgia.
Woohoo! See how, bitches, we just drove all the way through South Carolina. Go us. Woo. Yeah, it was just supposed to be like a 10-minute stop or less. We were stopped for 45 minutes because it was not my car she jumped up into, it was someone else's, and I had to wander around inside to try and figure out whose it was. Turns out it was one of the girls who works there. It was her car, and she came out and helped us pop the hood. Some other guy came over and helped, and yeah, Danny was under the hood and stuck, and we had to like try and maneuver her out, and she was terrified but was not moving because there was also like a screw right beside her, like jabbing into her side. It was a whole thing, but eventually she got out and she's okay. She's just a little shaken up, and I was very shaken up for a while, cried a lot. It was...
Two of us were both terrified. Like, I was crying while we were trying to find her in the car before they got the hood popped.
Yeah, because I originally crawled underneath the car. Me, claustrophobic. And first of all, this car, it was a big SUV, and it's like really close to the ground. Like, I swear it was only about a foot up, maybe less. And I got underneath there, and I immediately started like panicking a little bit, and I couldn't see her anyway, so I came out from there. But it was a thing. So Danny's causing trouble already, but it's fine. We're making good time aside from the pit stop. We've been driving, not counting that, for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours now.
Connor has a very, very tense shoulder because this is my first time driving like this, and I am terrified.
I meant to get a little bit of footage in South Carolina, but hello, Georgia.
Hello, we just crossed over into Alabama.
Did you know the sign literally says Sweet Home Alabama? Like, come on. I know you have a song, but come on.
How cheesy can you get, Alabama? Really?
And cheese isn't even like your national food. I don't know what their national food is, but apparently they think it's cheese.
Help me. It's very far off in the distance, but we got pretty mountains in front of us.
I was saying how pleased Bob Ross would be, and then I remembered, oh yeah, that's because he literally paints stuff like that. Okay, so we are still in Alabama. It's been a little while. I guess Alabama's a long state, but we are about 4 hours from Arkansas, something like that.
Apparently nothing is in most of Alabama.
We finally hit our first stretch of nothing. Like, I mean, you know, it's nothing because it's an interstate, but then we were like in the mountains. We were in the mountains for a little while, and then we were like, okay, yeah, we need to stop for gas pretty soon and like a bathroom break and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, we'll get onto this interstate. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and stop on the first exit. And just kidding, it was like a greenway or a parkway or whatever you call them, like the mountain thing.
I don't remember what they're called.
Touring, just I don't know, something, yeah, that. And yeah, legit for like almost 5-6 miles, there was nothing. Like every exit was just like getting on the little parkway thing.
We were getting close, inching closer and closer to an empty tank of gas, and there was like no gas stations.
But you know what? We're prepared because I saw Gabby's video about when she moved across the country, and she was saying how she ran out of gas. So we got a gas tank because we're smart.
Yep.
We also just started vlogging because we're bored. We're still in Alabama. We're like, we're gonna vlog a little bit every time we get in a new state and every day and whatever, but we're just bored.
Alabama is boring.
Even when you're just driving through it, it's boring.
I actually wanted to vlog Birmingham, but we were like past it before I got a chance to pick up the phone.
Danny still hates life because, you know, Danny doesn't like traveling. Does this make you feel
Bad.
Oh my god. Okay, also I had a psychic moment earlier, and actually that was like hours ago, but I forgot to talk about it whenever we vlogged the second time. So, okay, it's actually like 5 their time. It's now 4. We already adjusted because of the time difference because our phones automatically did it. But when it was like 1:46, I don't know why, I randomly started thinking about my mother, and I thought about her being like, oh, I wonder where they are, like glued to her phone, like maybe I should text, blah, blah, blah. And so I looked at Connor and I was like, hey, will you grab my phone and text my mom? I feel like I should text her right now. She's on my mind. Like, I feel like we should text her. And so Connor's like, okay, and picked up the phone and opened my phone, and guess what? At 1:46, my mother sent me a text saying, how far are you?
Literally, I picked up the phone and like felt it buzz as soon as I put it in my hand and like went to messages, and there was a message from her mom at the exact time that it was. So like as I was picking up the phone, the text message came in.
Like actually psychic. Like
there
was a car that like had been like with us for like so long. Like they kept like speeding up and going around us and then dropping speed and disappearing for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then they would just appear again. And I know it's the same car because I saw the person. We're in Mississippi.
We just
wow.
The roads instantly got shittier.
Yep.
So thank you for informing. So we are in Tennessee.
We are in Tennessee. We actually got in Tennessee a while ago, about 20-ish minutes.
We are right near downtown Memphis because I just saw a sign a minute ago to go this way to go to downtown Memphis.
Yeah, so apparently we just passed under Elvis Presley Boulevard, which is fancy.
Yeah, super big deal. It just looked like normal.
And I've wanted to go there for my entire life. I give a shit about Elvis Presley at all.
Sarcasm. That's original.
My throat hurts. I've been talking and yelling and singing a lot today, and it was already kind of sore before that because, you know, I was around my family for a while, and you yell a lot when you're around my family, and, you know, hey mom.
I'm tired.
This is so cool. Oh my god, look, we're gonna go into Arkansas. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're actually gonna catch the sign.
Filming the sign.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And we're in Arkansas. Woo. Hype immediately dies down. Dude, this is a cool ass bridge. I like this.
I'm just gonna film the whole bridge because why not?
It's really cool.
That's the bridge next to us.
It looks like Philadelphia. Like legit, it looks like Philadelphia. It's pretty. Look at all the fields on fields. I just said Phil. See, okay, I've been doing my making fun of Southerners accent all day, and now it's starting to catch up to me because I'm starting to speak in it now.
Okay, now it's boring Interstate 5.
Hi. Oh wow, this lighting's terrible. Hang on. Ooh, excuse me. We are in the hotel.
And she opens the clip by burping.
Hey, you burped in the last one. So yeah, we are in Conway, Arkansas. I was gonna say New Mexico, then Albuquerque, then Arizona, then I got to Arkansas. It took me a while. I've been frazzled all day. But yeah, we're in Conway, Arkansas. And yeah, this hotel is pretty cool because it has Wi-Fi and also my kitty.
I'm about to take a bath, bitches.
Honestly, me too. Not at the same time, obviously. But
listen, we're a little codependent, but we have limits.
But yeah, so that's exciting. Day 1 is over.
North Carolina is Eastern. We're currently in Central. Tomorrow we're gonna be in Mountain, and then LA is in Pacific.
So yeah, we're going to try and like every time there's like a marker, we're gonna like vlog a little bit. Like tomorrow morning whenever we get up and we're leaving, we're gonna vlog a little bit. We're gonna vlog every time we hit a new state, and then sometimes just when we're bored. But anyway, end of day 1 and start day 2, right? I wonder if I'll remember to say here. Okay, day 2 is here. It is currently 7:30 in the morning. I've been up since 6:30 on my own. Who am I? I actually like tried to go back to sleep and it just didn't work, so I just got up and downloaded a podcast. They're currently like taking turns getting breakfast. Connor is going to get breakfast right now. I still have to finish getting ready, and then I'm gonna go get breakfast, and then we're just gonna hit the road again. We're planning on hitting the road at like 8. I don't know if we'll exactly get there at 8, and by there I mean in the car. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna leave exactly at 8, but like we're gonna shoot for it. Yesterday we left at 8:15, and we actually didn't do too badly. I mean, we got here at 9 last night, and it would have been at 8 if, you know, we hadn't had the fiasco with Danny. So you know, well, okay, we got here at 10 North Carolina time, but like 9 here. But honestly, this lighting just looks really good, and I put on makeup, and I haven't been wearing makeup this whole trip so far, and I'm just kind of like, oh, well, let me just like vlog while I look good. I'm gonna use some natural lighting. Yeah, the sun is like not quite up. There are like some mountains in the distance. I don't know, it's kind of pretty out there, I guess. Also, I was expecting that, I feel like the light over here was prettier than this light. Like, you could see me clearer, but like, maybe that's why. The Danny in the window, that's Arkansas. Oklahoma, where the wind blows, sweeping down the rain. Cause it's really rainy and we're in Oklahoma now, but I'm gonna still sing the song.
That was really bad. Anyway, we're in Oklahoma.
We are in Oklahoma. It's been raining literally since we got on the road, but it was fine for a little while and then it got really bad. Now it's like manageable. Like, I don't have to have my windshield wipers literally on the fastest speed where like I can almost feel it moving the car. So
yeah, so it's been fun. Rain and clouds.
I can't wait to frolic in the fields.
Yeah. We are still in Oklahoma, but we just passed into a city that had a big sign that said it was the home of Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, it's Chakota, Oklahoma. Normally I wouldn't care because I don't like country music anymore, and I'm not really interested in Carrie Underwood. Like, I just don't care, you know? But Carrie Underwood used to be one of my biggest heroes. When I was little, it was Hilary Duff, and then it was Carrie Underwood, and then it was Demi Lovato. And like, those were like the 3 women who like shaped, because I used to be really passionate about like wanting to be a singer, and they like were my biggest inspirations for a long time. So it's like, I didn't even know that she was from Oklahoma. I didn't even know we were gonna be passing her house, and we got to see it because there was a sign on the interstate. Like, that's so cool. Oh my God.
Bye. Hello, we missed the sign, but we just drove into Texas.
We are in Texas. I literally was like, wait, pull up the vlog. You know, if I hadn't taken 10 years to say, wait, we probably could have gotten the sign, but
probably.
You know,
but she's obnoxious.
It's true. We only have one more state to go today. After we pass through like this tiny little sliver of Texas, we're gonna be in New Mexico, and then we're gonna be in the hotel after a while. And then, yeah, so most of the vlogging is gonna be done on day 3, because tomorrow is the day that we're gonna go. Well, actually, I don't even know how many states
we're
in
actually,
New Mexico.
there's literally only Arizona, besides New Mexico and California.
Yeah, we are still in Texas, and apparently they have a lot of windmills. Yeah, or whatever they're technically called.
I think they're wind turbines.
Ah, that's too much to say. And it's also like winter vines. Winter at the Vines' house. Amanda's just crazy. We were like in the middle of like the things on both sides for a long time, and I thought it would have been really cool if we had vlogged there, but I didn't think about it because we were too busy staring up at it being like, whoa.
So you get a few of them.
It's kind of hard to see them, but we might be able to see some more soon. But they're like mountains. We're out in Texas, and it's like all the mountains have just like been cut flat with like a mountain cutting knife or something. Like, it's kind of insane. As the same thing that happened earlier, it was amazing, and I couldn't stop looking at it, and then I started thinking about it after we stopped seeing so many of them.
We're good at this vlogging thing.
Oh yeah, the best. We've been keeping a tally of how many bugs we've killed on the windshield since yesterday, and so far we've got 8. Is there a crack on my camera? Oh, that might be a cat hair. Yeah, that's just a little hair. Okay. Anyway, bye. So we may or may not be in New Mexico right now.
Wait, I think this is the...
Hey, this is the... Look, we're gonna see it. New Mexico! Hey! Woo! I didn't know that was gonna happen all of a sudden. And instantly there's one wind turbine that's moving way faster than any of the ones we've seen yet. So that's fun. Yeah, it pretty much still currently looks a lot like Texas, but we'll see how long that stays being the case. Exciting things. We are going to be at the hotel in probably like 2 hours now.
So it's like pouring right now, but
yeah,
there is like gray clouds over there, and then right next to us, fucking right and blinding sunshine.
I'm like, my wipers are literally all the way up. We're having to yell in order to hear anything, and I'm having to slow down.
And the sun's just chilling right there.
Look at it.
And 5 minutes later.
Yeah. Okay, listen, the rain was like, whenever we were first coming, it was really bad. bad. It got worse to the point I was like, I think I'm gonna pull over because this is scary. But just kidding, on this stretch of Route 66 during New Mexico, there are literally 0 exits apparently, at least where we were. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess we can't pull over. So I was just trying to deal with it. And then I was like, wait, it looks like it's about to lighten up. And then it lightened up.
Can't see it very much, but look at the little hint of sunset.
It's so pretty.
Good morning. We are still in New Mexico and it is beautiful.
Oh my God, it's so pretty.
Like, look at this shit.
These are the Rockies. I'm not normally a mountain person, but like I've been saying wow and oh my God, 15-minute intervals. Like, also it is day 3. We were gonna vlog whenever we first got out of the hotel, but we didn't. We got distracted and we left out a little late at about 8:30ish instead because we had to get gas and stuff too. But this is the intro for the 3rd day officially.
Just enjoy the prettiness. Okay, bye.
Hello. We are almost in Arizona. We just saw a sign that said the Arizona state line was going to be really soon.
Filming. Still very pretty.
Colorful train. It's very windy out here, and I'm not going to go 60 the whole time for obvious reasons. Well, that looks cool. But yeah,
Arizona.
We're in Arizona, the Grand Canyon state. Apparently, does that mean that's a Grand Canyon?
No, that's
Immediately right there.
that's just a big mound of earth.
It looks like coral, but like above water and much bigger.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of like little craters all in it, but then it's smooth everywhere else, which is interesting. Hello. So, okay, we're still in Arizona. We're not quite yet in California, but we had Danny Fiasco number 2. So apparently she had to do something crazy the first day and the 3rd day. Okay, so we had to stop for gas. We're in, again, Arizona in like a really mountainous area, and we had to like pull over for gas because we were getting to like a quarter of a tank and we didn't want to run out. Stopped at this gas station, and you know, Connor goes in to like pay and then go to the bathroom, and I'm standing outside ready to pump, but Danny was not in her carrier at this point. She was just kind of chilling in the floorboard, and every time we let her out, she's been totally fine, just like sitting in the floorboard. Like, that's her spot, you know, like that's all she wants to do. She just wants to be in the floorboard, cuddle and sleep and whatever, and it's fine. So we've gotten out a couple of times and like had her like just in the floorboard, and it's been okay. So we were doing that this time. By the time I get done pumping gas and I get ready to get back in the car, I look inside to see where she is so I don't like accidentally let her out, and she was just gone. I could not find her, had no idea, was like, where's my cat? And I thought at first maybe she was like in the floorboard beside the blanket or something, and like the glare on the window was making it hard to see. No, I slipped in real quick and I could not find her. And there was a guy waiting to use the pump I was at, so of course I couldn't just sit there looking for my cat. So I had to like pull around into a no parking zone to like search around in my car for my cat. Could not find her, was freaking out, like to the point I was like already grabbing and pulling my hair. Like, I was just not having a good time. And so I texted Connor while they were inside, was like, I can't find Danny. And so they came out and started like looking into the windows and stuff, and we had to roll down one of the back windows, and they started like pulling out pillows and stuff. I was like reaching my arm in the tiniest little cavities I could find, where, because you know she's a cat, she can squeeze in tiny places. So I was like trying really hard to find her, and then Connor started like pulling pillows out of the window, and then they finally pick up the emoji pillow, and she's literally just sitting on the floor behind my seat. I was so upset, and she was just laying there like dead weight. Like, I was trying to pick her up and she's just like, nope, I don't want to move.
She was literally just chilling like right behind the driver's seat underneath our guitars, and like whenever I saw her, I just saw her eyes like looking up at me, just like, hey, what's up?
I was calling her and looking for her for a good 10-15 minutes. I'm calling her and I'm trying to listen for any kind of noise. No, the bitch was just hiding under there, not moving, because she didn't want me to find her, because she didn't want to go back in the carrier, which we weren't going to make her go back in the carrier if she would have just stayed in the floorboard. So naturally, when we got her out, we put her back in the carrier, and yeah, we were a little bit delayed, and now I was really irritated.
Thanks, Danny. We missed the sign because we were distracted, but we're in California, bitches!
Oh my God, I'm literally so excited. Holy shit! Entering Pacific time zone, come on. We've been in Pacific time zone forever. 3 days. And we're finally almost at the end of it, and we're literally in California right now. So that's crazy. Okay, before we start like vlogging for just a second, I'm just look at that. Look at that. Don't look at my disgusting windshield. That's not pretty. But look at that. Oh my God, how pretty. We're vlogging now. 3.5 hours away from the apartment in LA. Woo! I was like, there was no noise.
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel recently at all. I am not good at growing plants, like of any kind. I'm just not. Like generally I plant something and then it dies. Like I am not good at it. But I, like recently, back when we were still living in North Carolina, I bought a lavender and a rosemary plant, and they were both doing so well, like thriving. And then whenever we were packing up the car, it was looking like we weren't gonna be able to take them. And I got really sad, so I rearranged some stuff and I stuffed it in there and made it work. So we had the, I'm sure you saw it in like past pictures and stuff, we had like the rosemary just like chilling back there and the lavender was like right in front of it. Yeah, so apparently this is not a thing in any of the other states we've gone through, but in California there's like an inspection station that you have to go through, right? And all vehicles have to stop. It kind of looks like a border between like different countries. Like if you were like going into Mexico or going into Canada, I assume, or something like that. Like that's kind of what it looked like. And so this guy is like, hey, do you have any like
vegetables, fruits, or live plants?
That.
I don't know why I remember his exact
yeah,
words,
I did not. But I heard like vegetables, fruits, and stuff, and I was like, oh no. And then I heard live plants, and I was like, wait, yeah. And you know, because we had the 2 plants that I cared so much about. And then he was like, oh yeah, can you put your car in park? And I was like, no. So we put it in parking. He like took my license plate and stuff, and that's where we were from. And then I had to take out my plants. He let me keep the pot that I painted for the rosemary, which later I put the lavender into, because it's so pretty. I can't reach it right now, but it's so pretty, and I was so proud of it, and at least I got to keep that, and I'll just plant something else in it later. But I was so sad. Like, we worked so hard to take them with us, and then we just had to give them away before we even got here.
He was a really nice guy, though,
He
so
was.
there's that at least.
I don't know if it's illegal, but I think it might be illegal to have your animal, like, in the front, just, like, not restrained, especially a cat. Like, she's not even a dog, you know? I'm really glad now that she got out, because I didn't realize there was going to be an inspection station, and since she was in the carrier, he made a point and was like, oh yeah, you don't have to take your pet out of your carrier or anything like that. So anyway, yeah.
Camera goes on Connor, tongue comes out.
She's sleeping.
So, we're in LA.
We're in LA, literally in Los
Like,
Angeles. We're not done yet. Like, we're still like probably like 20-ish minutes out, but like,
Oh my god!
oh my god! I'm so excited.
Oh my god!
Also, for the record, I'm getting that skyline tattooed on me somewhere at some point, because I have the Charlotte skyline tattooed on my thigh.
We're in LA!
And getting cut off!
We're actually in LA. Like, this is a real
We're
thing
literally here!
that's happening in my life right
The
now.
hell? Oh my god!
What?
How? How? We did it. I don't...
We actually did this thing.
like, for all the people out there who were saying like, oh yeah, you're never actually gonna leave, or like, oh well, you know, yeah, go chase your dreams and whatever, but like, make sure you have everything set up. Oh my god, do you know how expensive LA is? Oh my god, traffic is so bad. Oh my god, I just looked it over. Done. Okay, we did it. Oh my god, that's pretty. Hello vlog, it is day, I don't know, something. I like how I looked up where my calendar is, but it's on the floor. It's the 11th. Yeah. So we are currently not in LA. We are living in California for about a month. A lot happened, and we didn't update the vlog because we were both like in a bit of a mental breakdown. Oh my god, this lighting is really nice now that I moved. No, but yeah, so there was a whole situation. Turns out the housing situation that we thought we had gotten into, the apartment in West Hollywood and everything else, turns out that was most likely all a scam. I say most likely, it was a scam. I don't know. We are going to go to the police really soon. We just haven't yet. But yeah, so we were like essentially homeless for like 2 days, literally just like driving around LA. Poor Danny was like stuck in her little cat carrier, and like we had to rent like a hotel for 2 different nights. And then I sent out like a million Craigslist emails, and then we found a couple of people out in Yucca Valley near like Joshua Tree, and it's like straight up desert out here. It's like further east than Los Angeles is, so like we're not close to the coast anymore, which sucks, and like there's not that much stuff out here, and it's 2.5 hours from like the apartment we were supposed to be staying in, so like I can't work at the Starbucks that I was supposed to transfer to. So I've like gone and talked to the Starbucks down here and was like, can I like pick up hours, and you know, we'll see what happens. But anyway, it's been a whole long mess, but the trip is over. We are settled in. We are only here for 1 month, and then we have to like, we're gonna start looking already like pretty soon for like another place to go to after, you know, September 15th. And then we'll will be like in LA. But right now, at least we're living in California, and that has been successful. I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at my face in this lighting. It's just, oh my god, like, this is beautiful. Also, there was a moment when we first got to LA, and like, well, not the night, because we got there like on the night of the 7th. On the 8th, we were like waiting around in a park in the morning, and there was a girl walking around just like vlogging, and I realized it was the first time I'd ever seen someone just like walking around and talking to their phone. Annie is liking it here, because it's a pretty nice big house, and she's also just glad not to be in a carrier or in the car, so. And yeah, thankfully, somehow my car didn't die on the way over. I honestly thought it was going to for a long time, and it just didn't. Now it doesn't sound too good, and I'm like really worried about it, so fingers crossed. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Apparently we also have a lot more friends out here than we thought we did, and by that I mean it's still like 5 or 6 or something like that, but like, anyway, a lot has happened. I'm just gonna end this vlog right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be uploading a story time really soon about the entire scam thing, because like, I mean, it's like a really like crazy story, honestly, and like, we were both homeless and like literally we're having just like mental breakdowns. So that's gonna be coming out pretty soon. But yeah, in the meantime, we're in Cali. I don't know. Thanks so much for watching. I forgot my outro. What do I even do? It's been a while. I don't know. Thanks so much for watching. I love you so much. Stay cool, MeowChiatos. Subscribe. I don't know. Do the thing. Follow me.
Hello. So we are driving from our current place in Joshua Tree into LA because our friend Ariel got a job at Warner Bros. Studios, which is so cool. Congratulations, Ariel. I don't know if you're watching this or not, but whenever we were driving into Joshua Tree the other day, we passed through all of these wind turbines, and we were still like stressed, so we couldn't be filming it because we were distracted by other shit. But now we can film them. It's so cool. Oh my god, like these look like giant like mechanical flowers that are just like moving, and they're really cool. I don't know, I'm so fascinated by them, and when you see a billion of them in a row, like it's just so awesome. Oh my god, I just love it. I'll see you next week.
Why are you such a coffee cat?
My face is like white like a ghost.